I want to say yes. I want to say yes, and I think it depends on this. Kind of like the same thing she said. Like, not really just. I think if y'all ever been down that road, I'm not liking it at all. But at the same time, here's my thing. If y'all have some weird chemistry, because I've seen this, and it's never happened to me directly, but I've seen other people go through this. Okay. I see people, they introduce their quote-unquote friend, or their quote-unquote cousin, or that's my homeboy. We used to go to school together. When people begin to say, oh, that's my homeboy, we go way back. Or this is my... And then they have this weird chemistry, because sometimes people let you know, sometimes you don't know that that's what it is. I don't know if I've been through that, but like that's why I kind of feel a way about it. But at the same time, I do try to be understanding.
Right. You know what one of my kickers is in regards to...
I'm going to drop some gospel on this too in a minute. I'm going to drop some real heat.
Well, then let me come back to me because I got a little bit more.
I like this. Yeah. I like this.
I'm going to say this too.
Go ahead.
I'm going to drop this gospel. I think, and this is something I do science experiments on situations sometimes. Okay. And I remember, and this wasn't even a friend, but it was I remember in a past relationship I was in our local store. I think it was a mall or something.
You went to that freaking Walmart, didn't you?
No.
Go ahead.
Just stay out of there. Just stay out of there.
Go ahead, bro.
It's not for you.
You just have too many conversations in the freaking Walmart.
Well, it was a conversation, but it was more like this. I was with the person that I was with at the time. Okay. She walked off. Mm-hmm. Now, she had the jealousy lifestyle, but there were some times that she didn't trip as much. But in this particular case, this was when I learned something I never knew. Okay. A woman had came up to me, and she started asking me something about, hey, this is a good sale. It wasn't nothing like I was trying to get at her. I don't even think she was trying to get at me. It was just a conversation. We were just talking. Right. But then I looked, and when I looked and saw across, because the first thing I was like, oh boy, is she gonna see her? Because let's just say this woman wasn't Precious or Big Bertha. Okay. It was a woman of, as you would say, a woman of choice. But that's...
Can I pause you there real quick?
Yeah.
If it was Precious or Big Bertha, would you have been sitting there hearing about the coupons and the special? That's the question.
Well,
I'm just saying it's a partial question right there.
That is a kicker question too. Because y'all know, I'll talk to anybody. Like, I didn't approach her. She just came up to me and was like, oh, it's a great sale. And to be honest, it was just small talk. But I was already thinking, this ain't cool. Because when somebody, if you got Rihanna or somebody, whoever, whatever the case, walking up to you, starting a conversation, you already know who you're there with, and you know this don't look good, and you can't say, oh, what was y'all talking about? Coupons. That already just sounds like get the fuck out of here. Right. But that's what happened. But the funny thing is I looked across the room, and I saw when the girl that I was with, I saw when she saw it. It was like, I saw her see me see it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And the first thing she did is, instead of her just looking at me, she came over there. She ended up coming over there, and I think she just kind of chimed in a conversation or something. Like, it was smoothly played. Yeah. But when I saw her look at the woman, and then when she looked at the woman, she looked at the woman up and down, and she looked at the woman's ass, and she looked at the woman's legs and everything like that, and then she came over there. And then a light bulb popped over my head. I said, sometimes it's not who it is, it's how they look. Now, if you have a friend, and I believe this, I think if you say, okay, you're in a relationship, you have a friend, if you introduce your woman to Precious and you're like, this is my friend, we go way back, and this don't apply to everybody feels different about it, period. Gotcha. But I think they might be more receptive to like, oh, that's your friend. Okay. Now, if you say, hey, this is my friend, we go way back, and Rihanna walks in the door, and you give her dap, and you're just like, boom, we're cool. Oh, no, you're not having no friends like that. Right. Am I lying?
No.
I take so, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Because and to be honest, I think go both ways. Like, if she showed me Fat Albert was her friend, I guess because I don't really feel threatened already, I might be more receptive, and I try to understand it either way. Even if Michael B. Jordan walks in the door, I try to be understanding, but at the same time, I might be like,
how the fuck you know him for real?
I'm like, that's your friend?
How the fuck you know him for real, though?
I'm going to be like, I was thinking about going to the gym myself.
You stand it. Well, Martin used to do that shit. You stand up to him next to him, like, sizing him up, like, oh, this who you used to date this back in the day? Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you're going to do the same thing. You're going to be like, oh, this your friend? What size shoe he wear?
Right? Especially,
you should know that information. Like, you should know that.
And that's what makes it interesting in any relationship, because of the simple fact that when that history come about for the woman, or the history comes about for the man, it makes it real interesting when they actually see who they are. Well, we'll say just now in this point. So we'll say they've been friends for 5 years and y'all only been together for 3, and then you find out that, you know, like you said, Michael B. Jordan walking through. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, oh, is you like, hey, how you doing? Give them the one arm hug and things like that. You know, it's cool.
The firm handshake.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And then he give you that real strong, you know what I'm saying, break your fingers type handshake and like, hey, how you doing? I'm Michael Jordan. I'm like, bro, if you don't let my hand go, you have to see me outside. Even though you got my hand right now and I'm a little weak, bro.
You might have to catch him. How about that?
I might have to go to the trunk on you. I might have to go to the trunk on you real quick. But then now you looking at it like, oh, so this is what it was. Yeah. this is what it was. Okay. And now you like trying to piss about interactions and you know, just their conversation.
So if they just seem like it ain't.
Now, if they seem like it ain't nothing, that still don't mean you don't have a thought. Yeah. You gonna ask that question. Yeah. Did y'all do something? Yeah. Yeah. Did y'all do something? Yeah. But see, the thing about it is, like, he may not look like he did, you know what I'm saying, 5 years ago.
He might be Fat Albert now. You know what I'm saying? But he probably used to be Michael.
Yeah. So it's like, it's a vice versa thing. It's a vice versa thing. So, like, it's real.
So what are you doing? Are you letting her hang out with him or not?
Yeah, I'm doing shit.
You're not gonna care?
No, do your thing. I trust you. That's what I said. People don't. Okay, so it's a big factor of trust.
So how I mentioned, like, you know, the time, like if they did actually do something together, like they actually messed around, and it was like does that factor into you? Like, does the time factor?
No, it factors in. I'm just saying that at the point of that judgment call, right there, if you can't make that judgment call of trust at that point in time, then you fucking yourself up. Yeah. You fucking yourself up. And I ain't trying to fuck me up. Yeah. And what I got going on and how she treat me, you know what I'm saying? So it's not saying I won't have those thoughts. I won't say they ain't running. I won't say I ain't doing laps on that shit until she come home or whatever the fuck it is. But what I'm saying is that if you can't establish that judgment call right then and there, like, nah, fuck that, you can't go. Then it's like, well, damn. Yeah. You just like she still, like I said, you're still an individual. Yeah. And so I don't want to take your individuality from you at all. I don't want to do that. Yeah. As vice versa, I don't want you to take that from me either. Yeah. You know, if goddamn Rosario Dawson or somebody walked through and, you know, she's been coming in and, you know, looking all delicious and nutritious. Yeah. Oh, whoever the fuck it is, you know what I'm saying? Come through walking in looking delicious and nutritious.
So real quick, can I give you a scenario? Both of y'all. Okay. What if they're like, okay, so we're about to go see 50 Shades of Grey, the new one. Like, you're gonna be like, cool, y'all have fun.
Yeah. Whoa. Because she probably gonna come back ready to do some things. She probably gonna come out swinging off the chandelier or something. Like, I'm down for that.
Okay, are you gonna let him buy her like the snacks at the movie and stuff too, or is she supposed to be buying her own snacks?
Well, I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna give her a 20 though. Now she come back with this 20. I'm like, oh, so he bought everything? Yeah. So he bought everything.
Are you gonna feel some type of way about that?
Just a little bit, because I gave you the money. Yeah. Yeah. And if you didn't utilize that money, you could have bought your own shit.
How many times do this have to happen before you say, this is a bit strange?
Oh, they're bugging. So because you didn't buy everything, well, now I can't even say too much because I'm like, well, we get to keep it. You know what I'm saying? So I give them both. You know what I'm saying? I give them both. Like,
so this nigga making you savings.
Yeah, he's saving me some. You know what I'm saying? That 20 might go on the cell phone bill. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It might go somewhere in the gas tank. You know.
Speaking of that, so now are you feeling too like, well, he is kind of taking her off my hands. Like, I can go play basketball. I can go do what I want to do, play the game, do other stuff. So look, when y'all are watching this movie, I didn't even want to see. That shit trying to track me too.
So you do have those variables. So. I'm not saying that, you know, don't be all about your women's or don't be all about your men's or whatever the case may be. But they will have friends that came before you. Yeah. They will have them.
Of course.
You know, so I wouldn't, like I said, if it becomes a problem will present itself. Yeah. Personally, in my opinion. It'll present itself. Yeah. You know, if Shorty, in my case, if Shorty wanted to, you know what I'm saying, go do XYZ with her friend. Yeah. She does it. they get it in, whatever the case may be. That one night they said they was going to the movies and they actually went to his place and wham bam, thank you ma'am, you know, by all means.
And she comes back with a new hairstyle.
You know, she come back with that flip or that ponytail all the way off to the side. Come back on a decent hour, step those boundaries and guidelines, you know what I'm saying? Especially if they did dip off into it.
Yeah.
If you know they dipped off into your girl or they dipped off into you, or your guy dipped off into her, you just gotta, there's something you gotta challenge.
I don't want my girl to sound like a chicken nugget.
Hey.
Or a dipping sauce.
All right, well look, we'll say Raisin Brands. If he got his 2 scoops, you know what I'm saying? He got his 2 scoops, you know what I'm saying? Then you should still be able to trust her, because that's what the long run goal is.
Yeah.
That's the long run goal. No matter what was done, how it was done, the long run goal is like, hey, this is it now, so let's trust each other from this point on.
So you know what I'm gonna do?
What you gonna do?
When he stepped to the door, I'm gonna say, oh, this your friend? I'm gonna shake his hand and I'm gonna say real low so she can't hear. I'm gonna be like, your 2 scoops may have been post Raisin Bran. Mine is Kellogg's, bitch.
Okay. So you just love, like I say, and then you gotta lay
Raisin
that shit down.
Crunch.
If you feel like you gotta lay that shit down, just let them know, hey, nigga, I ain't going nowhere. Hey, I ain't going nowhere.
Cross your arms when I walk in.
Baby, have a good time, but just long as you know I ain't going nowhere. Y'all be friends, y'all be good, but I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here. And then that's when you have to reestablish her.
Yeah.
Or you have to reestablish him, whoever it is. You gotta reestablish each other. Like, hey, I love you. I'm about to hit this movie with my homeboy. You know what I'm saying? But I love you though.
Now, speaking of your homeboy, as we were saying about our friends, you know, how they feel about, you know, you being in a relationship and everything like that.
Yeah.
Now, do you feel, because I have my own thoughts of this, I think we all do you feel that you are judged in a relationship by the company you keep? By friends, you know what I'm saying? Like, just say you got a homeboy, he's known for cheating.
Okay.
You don't do that, but that's what he does. And she know he does that.
Yeah.
And this is your boy and you're always with him. Does this reflect on you?
Absolutely.
Because you hanging with that kind of person.
Absolutely. It's one of those, they say birds of a feather flock together and all that extra stuff.
Exactly.
That's stuff, I won't say it's necessarily true, but is
it harder to separate yourself from that he do that? I don't do that. Yeah.
It's what's portrayed. Like, if you got somebody that you know is going around, you know what I'm saying, that boy, you know, double dipping and everything he can double dip into. And that's my boy, you know what I'm saying? We run together like running mates, you know, that's my guy.
Yeah.
You know, and then they see me and then they meet a friend and I'm like,
that's your boy?
You cute and all, but you know, from what I heard, your friend a hoe. So, you know, hoes run together, you know what I'm saying? Wolves running packs, so, you know, I don't know. And I'm like, yo, they ain't even how I am, you know? But because of him, I'm a hoe.
Lynneopoly?
Yeah, I feel like that reflects on you. But I have a question real quick though. I have a lot of questions. I don't know how to
Get your drunk ass Q&A ass.
Hold on. Lynneopoly in the house.
My question is, since we're talking about cheating right now, like, do you feel that, like, when you start a relationship or at some point while you're in the relationship, should you ask them or should it come up, have they ever cheated on someone before? Or should you, like, bring up that you've cheated? Do you think that's some type of conversation that should be had?
In a prior relationship?
Yeah, in a prior relationship. Mm-hmm. Like, do you feel like that should be a conversation or you should disclose that? Or she needs to disclose that? Or you think that that's the past?
Or you just start from here?
It doesn't matter. You're not going to ask that and she doesn't need to ask that. You get what I mean? You get what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Past usually does come to the present. But in the event that you mention that, then that means the opposite person does have something that they will always think about.
Mm-hmm.
So if I tell Shorty that, you know, hey, you know, she, you know, my last relationship.
Yeah.
And that would just say the last relationship, because that's the most recent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I ain't been in a relationship in about 8 months.
Yeah.
You know, so I've had time to grow. But the last relationship I was in, we'll say 2 years.
That's what happened.
I cheated. That's what happened.
Yeah.
That woman is, if I'm saying, hey, I'm going here, are you really going?
Are you going to feel that way about a woman? Like, because some women are straight up and they'll be like, yeah, I have cheated before. Yeah. I'm not doing it now, but I have in the past.
It's hard to not say that you won't think about that.
Yeah.
But again, like I said, it's one of those things I'm learning. So this is why I keep preaching it.
Yeah.
In regards to saying, hey, you gotta You just gotta trust him, and if that's her rap sheet, then that's what she's gonna do with you. Yeah. And she's just gonna lose a good one. Ain't nothing I did wrong. So I'm working on that personally. Yeah. To say, hey, if that person says that they in the Spurs game, or if they, whatever.
You're the one doing the questioning, or you're the one getting questioned?
No, if the person says, so if I'm getting questioned, I hope that they can see me for who I am and say, hey, if I say that I'm here, then I'm here. Yeah. Nothing else. Yeah. Nothing else. Not that, oh, are you really there? Oh, send me a picture. Or all that extra stuff. You're doing too much. I've
heard of people saying, take a picture beside the clock. So I can see
the restaurant on the sign.
Yeah.
And all this good stuff. And that's just doing too much. Take a picture with the waitress that's there, or the waiter that's there, whatever. That's doing too much.
That's not the waitress, that's your date.
Right?
Don't try to put that apron.
Why your date wearing an apron? Because she works. See what you mean? So it's just one of those things. Like I said, it's one of those.
You better not tip that bitch,
right? She cute. You better not tip her. I didn't give you money to tip her. Yeah. But I work though. This ain't your money. Exactly. So it's a lot of stuff like that that's out there. So if you say, hey, I'm going to do this, then I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and I won't be back to 9 or whatever the case may be on my off days. Then you won't be back to 9 p.m. at home on your off day because you got to go do this, and this.
Exactly.
Yeah, I just feel like, but knowing that information, you're always going to have that in the back of your mind. I mean, you don't have to act on it. You don't have to feel suspicious at every turn, but it's kind of like, like what Wild Child said, you just got to let them be out there. If that's what they're going to do, hey, now you know.
Do it. Then let me do my thing.
Exactly.
And I'm going to do mine.
Exactly. Like, thank you. I appreciate that.
I appreciate you for that reminder of why you told me you cheated in the past. Guess what? I'm about to cheat on your ass right now. I'm about to go find me one.
But so do you believe in having a cheating contest?
Oh.
Like, because some people cheat.
And then
revenge cheat, or should you just shut the whole thing down? Just like,
I'm used to just shut that shit down. Yeah. I just shut that shit.
Because that's childish.
Because that was bad on you. Now you got that I cheated. Now you got that on
Now they can talk about
especially if that ain't on your resume.
I cheated on him, but he definitely cheated on me, so he definitely still a cheater.
I've even heard of people who thought somebody cheated and they cheated back, and they didn't know for sure if the person did it again. They just felt like they was. So like shit like that, you don't even you may have been the only one doing it.
Have you heard of like people saying different acts is different levels to cheating? Like, well, you cheated like this, but I didn't do like anal or nothing. So that means your cheating was worse than my cheating. I didn't swing on a swing or nothing.
Like you went to a whole swingers group, you know what I'm saying? I just had a threesome, but you went to a whole swingers group.
I went to the orchard.
Right? Yeah, like you had too many dicks in the vicinity. Like,
nunchucks everywhere.
Long story short, cheating is fucking cheating. Like, no matter if it's an orgy or it's just a threesome or whatever the fuck, it's still cheating no matter how you look at it. Yeah, that's fucked up.
So let me ask you this. Now, have you ever felt alienated? Like, have you ever had a homeboy or homegirl that you always kick it with, and then they get somebody? You still single. Yeah. Have you ever been the one saying, yo, let's go to strip club. Yo, let's go to the nudist party, the nudist beach. And he like, whoa, nah. Have you been this guy?
Nudist beach?
You're inviting your homeboy to places he should not be. He's in a relationship. Have you been the single person? And then your homeboy gets in a relationship and he living straight. He's just like, I'm straight. I go to work. I go home. I don't do nothing.
You know what? I do. I'm gonna tell you why I do. Like, because I've been on the other side to where like it sucks to be not invited.
Yeah.
Like, so like even if it's like, yo, I'm going to the nudist beach. You know what I'm saying? You coming or what? Bring your shorty, whatever the case may be. Like, you coming or what?
Exactly.
And then he be like, yeah, let me speak to shorty and see if she want to come, whatever. I just know that it's on the other side. It's like you're still the same person.
Yeah.
You just cuffed up a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that.
So you gonna bring your girl to the nudist beach with your friend?
Yeah.
You gonna be all nude and stuff?
I don't see a problem with that.
Hold on.
I guess I'm a free spirit, bro. Like,
you got the freest spirit I've ever come across in my life.
No.
You got the freest spirit.
I'm gonna say this. We let S.A. Wildchild say a lot of stuff.
Come on, man.
We let him say a lot of stuff. And sometimes I listen back to the episode and I'll be like, he said that and I ain't say nothing. Sometimes we sit
talk to me, OG.
We see her all three together, and then afterwards, I noticed stuff. I'm like, ain't no way. There is no way I'm finna let this fly,
bro.
Hear me out. Come on. Hear me out. Your girl.
Yeah.
And you.
Yep.
It's been a lot of kickers here. Yep. Your girl and you go to the nudist beach, and your homeboys at the nudist beach.
That's fine.
I ain't even gonna do the who got the biggest thing and all this other shit. Who cares? You don't feel the least bit uncomfortable about this.
Nope.
This is fine.
No, it's fine.
And you're not full of shit.
No. You're not watching his eyes. You're not giving that.
No, like I'm telling you.
I'm not gonna look at his eyes. I'm gonna look at his eyes, roll them.
I'm telling you, yo, she's still coming home with me. That doesn't change nothing. We was brought in this world naked. I don't see why people don't walk around naked. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a simple thing of like, I've seen others naked. I've seen, you know what I'm saying, man, woman, whatever the case may be. I've seen them naked. So that doesn't shame me or change her on how I'm the reason why I got with her. I know what I'm keeping.
Okay, like, you know it's not even from a jealous aspect. I'm not even saying like it's from a jealous aspect. Like you're like, are you looking at him? Are you she looking at you? It's not even like a jealous. It's just kind of like, hey, like you're looking a little too hard. Like stop looking at her. You know, like there's other dudes. It could be the other one. There's other dudes on the beach. Like
I'm looking at others.
But you know what?
I just take that as another pair of eyes looking at what God has created for me at the time.
But I'm gonna say this. Because okay. If you're walking in HEB holding your woman's hand and a nice piece of ass walks by, if you have control, it's easy to not look.
Mm-hmm.
If you're with your woman and she saw something come by, then she probably said, "Damn," and she probably didn't. She could she could make herself not do it. Yeah. She don't have to turn her head.
Yeah.
You know. Now on a nude beach, whether it's the dude or the girl, everybody's naked. I think the self-control on both sides may be lost. Like, there's no way you can do the straight, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I feel like if y'all decided let's go to a nudist beach, y'all already have some level of freedom to you.
Bingo.
But I'm just saying, like, the fact that this is your friend, y'all have to go back home, and you're like, dang, I saw how you were looking. Like, now every time she gets you some chips out the refrigerator, out the cabinet, like, you're looking like, are you looking now? Are you still looking? Like, we're not at the beach no more.
See, I take that as a compliment.
Yeah. You take what as a compliment? Him looking at your girl?
Looking at my girl like this is a compliment. Unless we know.
Do you take it as a compliment when you come home and you see some size 12 shoes?
We'll see.
And that's extra.
That's
extra. Then I'm done at that point.
Yeah,
I'm done at that point. But if somebody's able to,
what if the window's open and you see the curtain shaking?
But you know what though? It already happened. It already happens.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that you don't feel. If you got your shorty or you got your mans and they looking tough.
Yeah.
They looking tough.
Yeah.
Clothes on or not, everybody creates their own image.
Yeah.
So whether we go into the nudist beach because that's what it's for.
Yeah.
Titled the word nudist. So people go, of course, and we made that choice. We made the choice. So we had the choice not to go.
Yeah.
Told her about it. She was interested. We down.
Yeah.
We go. He's still looking tough. She grabbed some chips out the pantry, give it to him. He's still looking tough. That is a compliment. That let me know, goddamn it, what I know I go to bed with every night, and he looking like that. That means I'm definitely looking like that. That's the reason why I got her.
If y'all want to argue with Wild-Child, don't hesitate to stop by our page and tag Aunt's Childs, and you can start an argument with them. I might back you guys up. With this being said, we're gonna get ready to drop them good old shout outs. I'll start first. The good old OG Velvet Juggernaut is dropping them for Mama, for my son, for, let me check my text messages, make sure I ain't missing them, but I think I got one too. For the supporting the Jamaica Missions USA. The Jamaica Missions USA, jmusa.org. If you're trying to make a donation to Jamaica, it's a lovely thing. Make sure you're making that happen. Also, shout out to, the Golden Nut, Scorpion King, my brother's wife, Dereisha. What's up, Dereisha? I know you be tuning in. My brother Bradley, my brother Shman Dan. And with that being said, don't just tune into the podcast. We got the internet radio station, so make sure you stay on. Make sure you still vibing with us. And with that being said, S.A. Wild-Child, what you got for him?
Well, I'm high as shit because this liquor running. But shout out wise, to all the lovely people in the world. You know, there's too much going on in the world right now. I just want to shout out to the world, let you know that you are beautiful, created in the image. It is official, like a referee was. So I want to give a shout out to the world, whoever's listening, whoever's just needing this to put a smile on their face or just listen to give you something to tune into for an hour. We appreciate you in more ways than one. Gotta give a shout out to the family. You know, my brother not doing too well right now, so I'm gonna give a shout out to him.
Bound our heads.
Yeah, give the uplifting spirits.
Hey,
go take care of him and watch over him. Anybody else that supports, we do love. I don't have any personal shout outs as of now. Nobody loves me. Because I'm
nobody loves me, nobody cares.
Oh my God.
It's because I'm too wild.
We might have to play a gospel song.
No worries. You know who loves me. I know who loves me. It's all I'm saying. So whoever, all the people that love me, I love you back. That's the shout out right there.
Jesus loves me.
Yes, I know. I was standing under the mistletoe.
I don't like you doing that.
We have love for you, wild child. Why you act like this?
That don't mean I gotta like you.
What? Lynneopoly. Shout out.
Just, the usual. My sister, Adrienne, super supportive. Cassandra, we go back since middle school, so I appreciate you. And just everybody, family, friends, everybody.
Amen. If you're trying to contact us, if you're trying to get a hold of me, whether you're trying to get your song played, your business advertisement played, or if you just want to say, I like what y'all doing, hit me at 100% spelled out velvet@gmail.com. That's 100% velvet@gmail.com. And if you want to get a hold of the SA Wild Child, how is that done?
That is S as in sound, A as in out, wildchild@gmail.com. As I pull up, that is S as in sound, A as in apple, wildchild@gmail.com.
And if you want to get a hold of Lynneopoly, how is this done?
My email is Lynneopoly@gmail.com.
And how we're spelling this?
It's LYNNEOPOLY@gmail.com. And also you can reach me at Lynn Sweet Tea on Facebook. So.
Whoa! With that being said, holler at us. Holler at your boy. Holler at your other boy. Holler at your woman. Raise the roof.